Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time we heard about the steward Aha, who managed to get himself locked down here in the dungeons with us, and now Baldgar is going to tell us what we need to do in order to try to escape.
Steward will help us? Good.
I don't like being so dependent upon the steward, but it seems that we have no other choice.
Do not let the Uruks know what you are up to.
Aha will tell us the location of the secret way out of the ring, but we will need two things first. A way out of these cells and a large enough distraction to keep the Urukai occupied once we are on the surface. When Faj took me in from my cell to work, I saw some of Saruman's experiments. One of these involved a black powder that, when set aflame, caused a tremendous roar and smoke. Some of the machinery seems to spew this powder. If you can collect enough of it, we can use it for our distraction. Your relative freedom of movement can help us in this pine lore, but you must still keep up appearances. Do not let the Urukai know that what you're up to. Report to Sagruz in the forges and do his work in addition to collecting the powder for me. Alright, so speak to Sagruz to get some work in the area and use that moment in order to gather up some black powder. Hello there, I was wondering if there's any work you needed me to do.
Back for more work, eh?
Well, there's plenty to do, so don't let me catch you dozing. Look at those weapons. One of the old man's thralls dropped a barrel of weapons and tried to run for it. He was dealt with, but now there are weapons scattered all over the place. Pick them up and put them back into the empty barrel there. Alright, fine. Okay. Okie dokie, so let us pick up the weapon. Let's surreptitiously pick up some black powder at the same time. Good. More scattered weapons. More black powder. Here we go. Okay, more weapons. More black powder. Good. Good. And before long, we should have a nice supply of black powder. There you go. And there we go. And into this barrel. There you go.
Good. I'm glad you cleaned up those scattered weapons.
That servant who ran for it made it further than they usually do. He made it to the ramp over there. I just wish that he hadn't spilt the barrel and caused so much extra work. Well, at least he didn't notice about the black powder. Well now, let's get back to Baldgar. I hope that this is enough.
You managed to get some of the powder. Perfect.
This is going to be the key to the distraction that we need once we make it onto the surface, okay?
What is it they say about birds and stones?
The guards don't bring us to work on the surface very often, but the last time that they did, I saw some of the great war machines being constructed within the ring. I don't know how close they are to being completed, but if we were to do anything to prevent them from leaving Isengard, we surely must try. What is it that they say about birds and stones? I think the black powder that you've collected might serve as a perfect distraction, and also deprive the enemies of one of these war machines. Go to the surface, and leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines, southeast of the steps of Orthanc. The amount that you should have should suffice in 4 small piles. Well, that's what they started out in. We will set the war machine aflame when the time for us to make our escape. The door to the surface is on the north side of the caverns. All right, then let us go. That looks like a large engine. Let's see if we can do something about it. How about any place here that would be good for that? How about here? Okay. How about here? Okay. How about here? And hope that all these orcs and uruks don't notice me doing this? Well, that could be a problem. But I don't think anyone will notice anything, right? And what? Yeah?
What were you doing lingering around there? Explain yourself.
I don't like the look of you, Hobbit. Start talking. Doc eyes you hungrily, confident that he has caught you doing something suspicious. So you appease him, and you start talking, yes. You tell him angrily that it is Morflack's will that you walk about Isengard unguarded, and if Thok wishes to question the will of Morflack, you can bring the two together. All of Thok's bluster vanishes with an instant. Oh, don't tell him about that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it, really. You don't need to trouble Morflack about this at all. Well, how about that? Well, that was close. Now, let's get back to Baldgar. Lack powder deployed.
Ah, you have returned. Were you successful?
Yes, I was.
Good, good.
You've done as I asked. Very good. I hope setting the black powder aflame will be the distraction that we need to make in doing our escape. All right?
It is time we were free of this place.
There is no sense in delaying this, Pine Lore. It is time that we were free of this place. Are you ready? Yes, I am ready.
Are you ready? We will only get one chance at this.
Well, no time like the present.
We do this now or not at all, friend. There is no looking back. We will escape from Isengard, or we will die. But we will not stay here.
Here is what you need to do, Pine Lore. The Keymaster is an Urukai who carries a ring of keys that can open all these cell doors. He tends to come down into the dungeon several times a day, or one passes for a day here in this lightless reach. Look for him somewhere in the dungeon and see if you can catch him unawares. He's likely to be down in the other wing of the dungeons. Climb the slope and turn right when you can. Once you have the keys, come back here and release me. We can then open the door for Akka, and we will make our way to the surface. The Urukai must have seen you walking about Isengard. They may believe that you are bringing us to see Saruman by order of the wizard. They may let us pass. Yes. Right. I'm sure they will let us pass as we fly above them on our pigs. Alright, now let's get upon here. Up around here. Let's see if we can find this Keymaster anywhere around here. Ah! Here we go. What are you doing down here? Fosh didn't tell me that you had any business here today. I don't like the smell of you. Get out of here. Alright, fine. There. Now I've got the keys. You have got the keys? You do? Yes? You must let us out. We can't leave us here to die, friend. We can help you. Alright. I am back. This is not what I meant, Pine Lore. Oh, what did you not mean? Oh, them! Listen to me, men of Dunland. There's no friendship between our peoples. We've warred and will war again. But today we need each other. Today we have a common foe. Akka knows a way out of the ring, but we will need your help to reach it. Will you help us? Okay, well, sounds like it. Alright, good. Now, Akka, it is time. Alright. There is a gap in the wall between the buildings on the western side. Once the black powder does its work, you should be able to make it there in the confusion. But first, we need to get to the surface. It will not be easy with so many of us. We cannot go all together. It would attract too much attention. Akka is right. Pine Lore and he will go, and I will go first. Count several score before following us. Then do so in groups of 2 or 3. Good luck to us all. Alright, and let's start. I wonder how long they will really wait. Continue along. Well, who knows? Right now. Aha, okay, we got this far so far, but how far will we get before we get caught? No idea. I think I'm the only person who hasn't been given a uniform yet. Oh well. Probably just as well. I won't be needing it once I get out of here. We do not want to attract any attention, Pine Lore. We should walk slowly from here, so as not to attract undue attention. Let us go. Alright. We could do that. La 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 la. No, we're not escaping. We're just doing a casual stroll to the next work shift, that's all. Everything is perfectly normal. We're just going to go and see Fosh. Nothing unusual about that. Everything is all nice and wonderful. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And we have made it to the surface. We're almost out. Now we just need to light the black powder that Pine Lore set up ahead of time, and we will have all the chaos that we need to make it to the other side of the ring, and to freedom. Alright. Now we just need a bit of flame, and we can set up the black powder for our distraction. Let me do it. Both of you have homes beyond the ring, but this is my home. There's nowhere I want to go. I will light the powder. Are you sure? I am ready for what comes, Pine Lore. I will set the black powder aflame, and it will draw all of Isengard to the side of the ring. When this happens, the western side should be empty, and you will be able to slip through the gap of the ring wall. Farewell, Pine Lore. May you live past tonight, and help put an end to my master's evil. All right. Wait for my signal, and farewell. This way, Pine Lore. Let's find a place where we can hide. Once we get out of here, I need to find Theodred, the Prince of Rohan. All his attention was focused on the movements of the Dunlending clans. We had no idea things were this bad within Isengard. Where will you go? Probably to Theodred. Oh, I will help you rescue your friends from the Falcon Clan once I have given my message to Theodred. Alright, good. You have my word. I will help you to save your ranger friends from their captivity at the hands of the Falcon Clan. I am sorry that we can do nothing for the rangers that was sent here with you. Lothric, did you say his name was? If Lothric still lives, Saruman has kept him very close. We cannot hope to gain entrance to Orthanc. What's taking Akka so long? I don't know, but we are going to be needing help in this, I suspect. Wait a minute. Is that an eagle? We finally cleared the gap.
I carried you this far, but this is the end.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've recovered.
Weep for me, my friend. It is enough to be free.
Baldgar's eyes flutter closed for the last time, and he dies a free man. He decided to return to Theodred's camp in the Gravenwood and see what had become of the Great Company during your captivity. So, it's time for me to find Theodred. You gonna stay with me for a while? It looks like it. Well then, over to Theodred's camp. Hello there, sir. I've come to report on what's happening in Isengard.
You are alive. We feared the worst.
Few of your friends made it out of Tal Mithadris, and the tales of those who did are not encouraging. I don't think that the Falcon Clan was with Saruman in the beginning. Rather, it seems that the tide turned while you were traveling through Dunland. The news that you brought, Luv Brennan, that Saruman's influence would be felt everywhere, may have been the information for which he was waiting. The pox on these Dunlendings! They cannot be trusted. Oh, very few folk made it out of Tal Mithadris, but some did. The rare few Dunlendings who spoke against the Brennings' decision, and a handful of rangers. If we work together, we can repay Luv Brenning for his treachery. All right.
Not every member of the Falcon Clan agreed with Lou Brenning's decision.
Those members of the clan that didn't were not slain or forced were slain or forcibly. The ones who okay, those who did not were slain or forcibly. Okay, yes, the ones of those who escaped was a woman, Saren, and it is from her that I have learned much of what befell within Tal Mithadris. I had been working closely with your friend Saradan before you were captured, and he now burns with the desire to free what rangers still live, if any do. He's very wise, and it seems that there was any hope to rescue, he may be able to devise it. Speak with him on this account. You might also seek the advice of my trusted friend Hogwarts. He excels in battle, and he is a boon companion with the excursions to the Gravenwood. Alright, so I need to speak to Saradin, Saren, and Hogwarts. Hogwarts. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is Saradin?
Many of our friends have fallen, and the rest are captives of Lou Brennan.
You must tell me of your time in Isengard, Pinelore. It cannot have been pleasant, and you were often in my thoughts. I heard what happened within Tal Methadras with the Rangers and Radonir. Some time after you were secured away in Isengard, he managed to escape the prison caves and with poor Bragyar. The two of them fought their way through the center of Tor Morva, but then Bragyar didn't make it. They cut him down in the road, and only Radonir escaped. He has gone back with some of Theodra's men and tried to recover Bragyar's body, but they have not returned. Many of our friends have fallen, and the rest of us are still captives by Lou Brennan. According to Radonir, Halberd and the Sons of Elrond are still alive, but who can say for how long? Who could say? And here is Saren.
The honor of the Falcon, sold to Saruman. I cannot believe this.
I have no love for those horse lords and this dreading princeling, least of all. But what can be said? The honor of the Falcon clan sold. Wolf sought his enemies in open battle. He was no wizard's hireling. My boy Anirin has not returned yet from the lands of Algreg, but his beloved spoke out against the treachery and is still a prisoner. What will I say to him if she dies? And we have Hogwarts.
I would take 10 Rohirrim on horseback over 1,000 Dunlanding wild men.
We crossed the ford of Isen in secret to learn what the men of Dunlanding were up to, but it is worse than we suspected. I think it surprised the leader of the Falcon clan as well. It seems to me that he was biding his time until the victory of one side seemed assured. Then he needed to simply throw his lot with the side likely to come out on top. Let us hope that he is mistaken, Pinelore. I think that he is undervaluing the prowess of the men of Rohan. I would take 10 Rohirrim on horseback over 1,000 Dunlanding wild men. I have spoken with your friend Saradin, and it sounds like that these rangers are the same. The more of them we free now, the fewer thousand of Dunlandings I need to concern myself with. Wonderful. Wonderful.
The enemy has a strong defensive position, but I will help you free your friends.
There is no sense in delaying any of this any further. Your friends are held captive by our shared enemy. This enemy has a strong defensive position, but we have this advantage. We know where he is. Once the Falcon clan leaves Tal Methadras, that advantage dissipates. We must deal with him now before they leave the valley. Once the Falcon clan leaves the valley, my men and I must retreat and hold the ford. The defense of Rohan is my main objective. Until that time, I will help you to free your friends. All right.
I sent some of my men into Tal Methadras to establish a camp.
From this camp, we can scout the area and make a plan for rescuing the Rangers. Some of your people should already be at the camp. Such is the fire in their hearts. Let us all go and join them. Which is what we'll do in the next episode of the Lore of the Shadow.